Okay, all right. So did you get a chance to, obviously, you got a chance to look at the questions and also the well-being model that I sent you, the 8 components
Yes.
well-being model. All right, so I'll
Yes.
go straight into the questions now. And there is a conventional view among leaders in organizations and communities that let's just focus on the economic part first, make the money, and then use that to then get the outcome on other components. How would you react to that view?
Yes, I agree. As I already written in
Yeah,
my answers.
yeah.
So yeah,
And can you explain that a little bit? Why do you agree with that view?
you have to have a budget. You have to have money to do the other things.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you have to bake the cake.
yeah. But do you see any limitations with that view? So this view is more just focus on the economy, and then do the other things second. So first economy, then everything else second. Do you see if there are any limitations with that focus?
We have to think more than one thing at the moment. So I guess you have to focus on everything at the same time.
Yeah.
So, but the way you put up the question, you force me to give an easy answer. So I think the other 7 components are dependent of economy. That's what I mean.
Okay.
But of course, when we work as leaders in organizations, we have to take care of all the other perspectives as well.
Yeah. So if you could expand on that part, then that would be very good. So when you say that as leaders, we should be looking at all other components, what makes you say that?
Yeah, well, that's a part of my daily life. It's not a linear life. It's a circular life. I mean, we have a lot of thoughts going on all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't have a big organization. I lead a small organization with a few employees, and of course, we have to take care of how they work every day and what the conditions are, and So we are not discussing economy every day. That's once or twice a year. We put up a budget and then we try to make what's our mission. We work with music and concepts and artists.
But so
we create something.
Yeah. Okay. So do you see any circumstance where prioritization of economy would be important or would actually be better?
One more time, please.
So do you under what circumstances do you think that it'll be better to prioritize the economy? So only focus on the economy. Do you think of any circumstance where that would be a good thing to do?
As a manager, I have focused on economy.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's my responsibility upwards to the board. I have a board.
Yeah.
Which is above me, so I have to keep the economy in balance.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, and also, under what circumstances do you think that taking all 8 components into account would be important or would be a better idea?
Well, we work with all these components together.
Yeah.
It's not either one. It's we have a total view or a whole. We see the world as a whole.
Yes.
So
yeah. Okay.
You have to balance those pairs you are talking about.
Yeah. So what I understand from your answer is that you have to take that or consider all 8 all the time. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's very high up on the agenda here now, the green economy and the green change, to green energy.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. We are thinking about that. So when we go on tour with our orchestras, we always think about what's the best way to travel. So if possible, we go by train.
Yeah.
But over long distances, we have to go by flights.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So that's the daily life.
Yeah.
For artists now.
Yeah. So you're always thinking of all those components, but then as a manager, you are more focused on economy or economic outcome because you're responsible for that aspect.
Yeah, that's the first priority.
Yes.
I have to keep the budgets in balance.
Yes.
I cannot spend more money than we have.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Thank you for that. So the second question is related to this, that in any organization or any community, leaders are of two kinds. One who only focus on the economy and don't look at others, and the other types look at all eight. So if you are running that organization or if you are leading that community, would you try to get all leaders to take all eight components, or would you try to encourage everyone to take a broader view, bigger view?
Yeah, I answered that question. I would, but I don't have any experience with that, so it just
sure.
You know.
Yeah, so it'll be more of a hypothetical. Yeah, it's more of a thought exercise. So yes, if you would try to make other leaders also take more components into account, how would you encourage them to do that? So if someone is only focused on economy, how would you encourage them?
I answered that as well. It's like having discussions, workshops, or discussing strategy plans, activities, how to handle the situation. So dialogue is the key word, I guess.
Yes. Okay. All right. So then we are going back to the 8-component model. And I know you have answered all of these questions in short. So these were actually the specific questions that I was going to ask you. So forgive me if I'm repeating them for you. But if anything extra comes to your mind, please add. In that 8-component model, you would see that the way we have placed the components, they seem like almost counterbalancing pairs. So if you over-focus on one, the other one will definitely have an impact on it. So what's your view on this counterbalancing relationship between the components?
Yeah, I think that's the way it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So can you give me an example of how you experience that counterbalance, maybe in your day-to-day work life or in your own private life?
I have to have. Can you share this model with me just now?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
I have to
can do
it
that.
up.
No problem. I can do that for you here. I'll just open up. Yeah. Can you see it? Oh, no, I need to share. Okay. Let me share. Yeah, it's right here. You should be able to see it now. That's the model.
Yeah. Yeah. If you take them on material. And spiritual. Pair. That's for me personal. It's on an individual level, on my private level. That's a very important model.
Yeah.
Because when I was like 20, 25, I made a choice for my life, which was to go the road with the music.
Yeah.
And that's it's kind of not so material based activity. It's a spiritual activity. Yeah. So that's one. And when it comes to still on my private level, physical, psychological, that's also to be in physical, to be fit, to exercise, that kind of things. Against develop your own mental side, or if you so that's can be conflicts there, but when I was